We start our show with breaking news. Jaylen Brown is officially a Sixer. The former Finals MVP was formally introduced by Philadelphia within the last half hour, where he addressed the media for the first time. Take a listen. He had some interesting comments on how things went down in Boston.
What bothered you about how this all transpired?
The whole process. But to be honest, my mind is so focused on what's in front of me. To be honest, I'm moving on. You know, maybe one day we share the details of kind of how everything transpired and all the moving parts that took place in this. Obviously, it's a lot of speculation. I feel no need to chime in on it because I'm focused on what's in front of me.
Jaylen, how would you characterize your relationship with Jason over the last year, Jason Tatum? And is that a partnership you both wanted to continue before the trade?
You know, we won a championship together. So anybody that you win a championship, you would think like that's what, you know, a brotherhood or a lifelong legacy would entail. Obviously, there's ups and downs in any type of relationship for sure, but on my end, it's nothing but respect. You know, besides when he plays the Sixers, you know, I hope he does well. You know, but other than that, you know, everything for me is just based in respect.
Have you guys been able to talk?
Not really.
All right. Hi, everybody. I'm Vanessa Richardson in for Malika Andrews. We've got Kendrick Perkins. We've got Anthony Slater and Key McClure. Perk, let's start with you. We've had so many questions about how all of this ended with the Celtics. What's your reaction to hearing Jaylen Brown say he has yet to speak to Jason Tatum?
Duh. No, like, is anybody shocked? Anybody shocked? Like, everyone knew that they wasn't the best of friends, that they didn't hang out outside the basketball lines, but to say that they hadn't communicated in no form since he's been traded, a guy that you won the championship, that was, you know, one of the better duos in the NBA, is kind of, it's really alarming. And it started to, you know, more questions and that I want to know, like, as far as what was the real relationship with Jaylen Brown and the entire Celtic organization? Because Jason Tatum didn't come in the middle and say, hey, let's stop this. And matter of fact, Jason Tatum basically says it's time to move on. So again, you hate to see a relationship end this way, especially two guys that wasn't even knocking at the door of their prime, accomplished a goal of winning the championship in one of the hardest cities to do so. But the fact that Jaylen Brown feels some type of way, and I know he do, is scary for the rest of the league, because I guarantee you this young man has a chip on his shoulder.
100%, but to me, this was a business relationship, and when you are a pro, that's just how things are. You handle your business on the floor, off the floor. It doesn't matter if you have a relationship or not. Handle your business. The only thing that matters is, can you get it done when you were in between those lines, and they did that. So business is business. Forget the personal side of things, and I get it. It's respect, mutual respect from both of those guys, and I can't wait till they play against each other. I can't wait till that Boston-Philly matchup. I mean, the tension that is going to be around that game, that is going to be must-see TV, but it's respect there, mutual respect. Forget the relationship, the personal side of it. Business is business. They handled their business when they were in Boston together.
Y'all remember the Durant-Westbrook first game against each other? I was in the building. That was the cupcake night.
Perk remembers.
Oh, yeah, Perk remembers that. You know, I've been around a lot of star partnerships, and it was always emphasized to me, you know, the Thunder days, I'm talking about all the Warriors, you know, teammates, that you guys don't have to be best friends. They have different interests, different personalities. Some guys have kids and wives, some guys don't. But generally, there is a level of respect in business, as you're talking about. But I am a little shocked that they haven't talked, because, you know, I can give examples of you know, for you know, when Klay Thompson left, Klay is notoriously difficult to reach in the offseason, but when he was going through the business, he called Steph Curry. They had a conversation of, should Steph go to management or not? Should Steph push for him? Now, Klay ultimately said, don't. I want management to want me back. But Steph had that conversation. When Kevin Durant left for Brooklyn, Steph Curry flew back early from Asia to sit down with Kevin Durant and kind of have that final conversation. So I would think they would just have a lot to talk through as guys who've been together for so long. But according to Jaylen Brown, they haven't talked, and that does kind of surprise me.
Yeah, no, I agree. We all know that there were plenty of questions about whose team it truly was in Boston. Today, Jaylen Brown was asked, whose team will it be in Philly?
Whose team is it?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, it doesn't have to be anybody's team. It just needs to be based in respect and work. And that's kind of like my approach. I want to earn everybody respect and trust, which take time. You know what I mean? Obviously, It's a lot of guys with talent, it's egos, but to win, you got to be able to sacrifice. You got to be able to, have trust and communication. So I want to come in transparent. I want to come in with my agenda on the table. Look, this is what I'm here to do. This is what I want to do. I want to win, and we kind of can figure out how to, respectfully move around each other. But it takes a level of time to develop and earn respect from each other. But my approach has always been my work ethic. So like being the first to the gym, being in the film room, I'm looking forward to learning from LeBron. I'm looking forward to learning from all those guys. But, even LeBron, just everything that he's endured during his career on and off the floor. Like one of my favorite things to do is learn. I can't wait to just soak up as much information as I can and apply it to myself.
Okay, so Jaylen seems to be malleable, still moldable at age 29, wants to learn from LeBron James. Perk, what do you think about his comments?
I mean, he laid it out. I thought that was perfect. In my opinion, he couldn't have said it no better when it comes to earning the trust in the locker room, right? And you do that by not what you say, but your actions. And we know that Jaylen Brown is one of the hardest working guys in the NBA. We know that he has a high IQ. We know that he's an intelligent human being. But the one thing the one word that stood out to me is the word that always stands out when you're trying to win the championship, and that's the word sacrifice. Like if you're trying to reach a bigger goal, you got to find a way to lose yourself in the team. Now you're going to reach smaller goals individually, trying to accomplish the bigger goal, win the championship. But from all the conversations, from listening to Jaylen Brown talk, it's only one goal and one agenda that's going on in Philadelphia right now. And that's the great sign leading and heading up into training camp in a few months.
King, Jaylen said it could be anybody's team on a night-to-night basis. Is there a player you think is going to benefit the most from him being in Philly, adding Brown, adding LeBron? You got a bunch of young guys, right? You've got VJ, you've got Maxey. Who benefits the most?
I think it's VJ. Because I think when you look at Tyrese Maxey, he's going to do what Tyrese Maxey does. You look at Jaylen Brown, he's going to do what he does best. Same thing with Embiid. He's going to be able to be a down low, dominant post threat. But VJ's game is predicated off of cuts, off of catch and shoot threes, and off of being able to thrive in transition. When you play with a guy like LeBron, let's take a look at this right here, right? Look at what LeBron can do. He sets his teammates up in ways that's almost better than anybody that we've seen in basketball history. So when you look at a guy like VJ Edgecombe, who excels in these categories, if we roll the film, I will show you exactly where LeBron will set him up for success. Take a look at this right here. Out on the break, VJ Edgecombe is the first one out. And when we talk about athleticism, oh my goodness. Meet him at the rim because my man can fly.